Hello, this King of Zombies here, playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. A strange version, of course, because it's the original version with the 3DS assets plastered on it. Which sounds like it shouldn't work, of course, but this is the PC port where things can just happen. Mods exist for this game now, and it's kind of crazy. Technically, I have a whole bunch of random quality of life settings turned on, just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, we have access to Ocarina of Time, Boss Rush, which is interesting, a randomizer, or the last thing, which is what I'm going to be doing today, Master Quest. Never done Master Quest for Ocarina of Time. I have it on the 3DS, but I've just never played it on the 3DS. Only played it on the Virtual Console on the Wii way back when. But yeah, as you can see, quality of life already called Link. Let's just get started. The vast deep forest of Hyrule. Long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces are even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. Hello, Link. Wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. Yes. You can already see some changes, of course. foremost one, to be fair, is the text speed I've set to 2 times, which seems to be about what I want. I've also increased the draw distance of, like, everything to max. Yahoo! Hi, Link! Oh, and climbing speed might be upped as well. That felt fast. Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. So yeah, I have other things, like I can control the camera with the right stick. Which does mean that some of the buttons are not entirely correct for what they're displaying, but that's fine. What else is different? I mean, obviously the textures look nice. I only have like two mods enabled realistically. One is a 3D textures, and the other is rupees, which look like this now. The 3DS version, they didn't look like this. Here, like I could turn off the mods. That's what rupees. Is that turned off? That doesn't even look like it was turned off. I mean, it definitely is. But that's what they looked like on the original game. Unless I'm completely confused and have mods still enabled. And with the 3DS version, they look like they don't have the extra layer on them. So this just looks a little bit closer to the original and looks a little fancier. I kind of like it. I'm also running this game technically trying to run it at 60 FPS. Only capturing it at 30. I might have to lower it because I am getting little frame drops here and there. Oh, a fairy finally came to you. Now you have a lot to learn. The best place to go to learn some new skills is in the Forest Training Center. It's on the hill just above here. Okay. I do know a decent amount about this game. Oh, draw distance for Kokiris. You wouldn't be able to see them from this distance normally. But because they pop in and out for some reason, that was just turned off. A by the stone, pick it up. A by the stone, pick it up. Mean old Mido, he made me pick up the rocks in front of his house. Yeah. There's some chests in here. I have seen some people do randomizers more recently. Greg! The one green rupee in the game. The only green rupee that you could find in like a random chest. Unless something was changed, of course. I will be needing some rupees soon. Is there like rupees in this grass? Yeah. Oh, you have a fairy now. That's great, Link. What? You've been called by the Great Deku Tree. What an honor. I may give you a special gift. That's because the Great Deku Tree is our father, the Forest Guardian. He gave life to all of us Kokiri. That's nice. There it is. Hey Link, look this way. Look over here with Z and talk to me with A. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z to look in that direction. If you use Z targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press Z to just look forward. Try it. Yep. Basic controls, but this was one of the first 3D games to ever exist. And the first 3D Zelda, specifically. How much is this? 40 rupees? I'll get there. This shop sells things you can get in the forest for free. Do you know how to use the Deku Shield? When you get the shield, press start and equip it. Yep, okay. Choose the item you want to equip, and press A to equip the item. I can figure this out. If I go back here, I believe there's some money, yeah. Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You got a fairy? Say what? The great Deku Tree actually summoned you. What? Why would he summon you and not the great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the great Deku Tree without both a sword and a shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but... if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Sheesh. Not too hard to deal with. Oh, there's one of these here. Oh, I can check it. See, small mound of soft soil here. I'll have to remember that. I will be trying to 100% this game. Something I have not done before. I've barely beaten it before. Anything in this house? Oh, there's a Kokiri. My sister took some rupees and went shopping at the store that has a red roof. Teehee. Speaking of rupees, a green one is worth 1, a blue one is worth 5, and a red one is worth 20. And you probably have never seen anything bigger than that. Oh my gosh, you throw those so far. Any rupees? There we go. That meanie Mido made me cut the grass at Saria's house. Mido told Saria he would do it so she would like him, but I'm the one doing all the work. You and Saria are close friends, so will you help me cut the grass? Will you keep anything you find while cutting it? Sure, once I get my sword. So this is Saria's house, full of hearts. I understand, I guess. Or if I go around this way, I can get on top of the bridge. And on top of the house too, but there's just hearts. Nothing that exciting. God, this would be awful without having camera controls as well. What is wrong with your face? Came all the way here, you're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with that so you can look around the forest. Yeah. I should see if I could fix that. Okay, I tried to figure it out. I could not figure it out. And every time I reorder mods or whatever, the different mod files, whoops. I have to reload the entire game, which is very obnoxious. Did I talk to you? I wonder if the great Deku Tree gave life to everything in the forest. I mean, in addition to us Kokiri. I don't think so. There's some rupees back here. This one over here is not come back, so it's a one-off rupee. It's fine. I don't need it to come back. Can I just go into Lost Woods already? I know I'm already going off the correct path by doing this, but whatever. I can definitely get on top of the roof there. I don't think there's a point to that, though. Statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. Can't do anything with you at the moment. This feels like a bad place to be. I'm not going to worry about being here quite yet. We'll do this before we leave the forest. You're not allowed to leave the forest. The great Deku Tree said that if a Kokiri leaves the woods, he or she will die. Fair enough. So yeah, let's go to the training grounds. What's up here? What's in this building? Calling it a building seems a bit silly. I can teach you about the icons on top of the screen. Sure! Yellow icons. C icons. They display the things you can use with the C buttons, the C stick. Not that it's the C stick for me. For me, it's X, Y, and R. I am using my Nintendo Switch controller. So that's gonna be a little weird. But at least I don't have to play the Ocarina with that. There was a setting to not do that like that. If you want to learn about the map and items, just ask me. I don't want to hear. But don't ask unless you want to hear a long explanation. Fine. There's a map displayed at the bottom right of the screen. The yellow arrow shows your current position and direction you're facing. The red mark shows where you entered the area from. You can turn the map display on and off with L. If you want to see the name of a place, press start. You get into the subscreens, select the map subscreen. Map subscreen, you can see a map of Hyrule. Yeah, over here. Not very detailed. You don't know how to use the up button? No. Play around until you figure it out. Yeah, I have it Navi set to L, I think. Left bumper, and oh, looks different in here. That's actually a much nicer way of seeing this room. And then the view button, which is also technically on C up, those both C up buttons, is just right joystick in. What did I do for left joystick? I forget. Maybe it's not assigned actually. What do all these signs say? Forest Training Center. Don't recklessly cut signs. Read them carefully. Thrust attack signs. To thrust your sword, press forward, and while Z targeting, press B. Cut grass with your sword. This is great camera angle. Just swing with B, you'll cut horizontally. If you hold Z as you swing, you'll cut vertically. Switch targeting. If you see an icon above an object, you can target with Z. In other words, you press Z when you see an object, you can lock onto it. Okay, so you... I get it, I think. Hole of Z. Let's go through the small hole. Hey, let's work on some moves. To jump sideways while Z targeting, press A as you move left or right. To do backflip while Z targeting, press A as you move backwards. To roll attack, press Z while Z targeting, press A while you move forward. While you roll, you can avoid damage. Okay. If you have, you can do the jump attack by just not moving, right? Looks like it. Does double damage, you say? I don't have a sword, but that's fine. What was that about the Z hole? Why would you need to press Z to get into the hole? I can't tell if crawling speed was increased. I don't think it is. Okay. Point of view when Z targeting. When you have no object to look at, you can look forward to Z. Stop moving, then change the direction. So yeah, this whole area is just a tutorial for the camera. And how to play the game. If you hold down Z, you can walk sideways while facing straight ahead. A very important technique in dungeon corridors. Turn around and try doing this right now. What, like this? Oh, to find that, maybe. Oh, is the camera just a little awkward in here? It might be. That's fine. I think I changed the camera distance settings as well. There's a link in the description to like what basic settings I'm using. I have changed some of them from whatever the guide was. The Kokiri sword! Yay! This is the hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. So let's go ahead and equip it. So now, visit the house of the Know-It-All Brothers to get answers to all their questions. No thanks. Whoop. That was close. This boulder really just rolls around in a circle. How silly. Now we can start cutting grass. The great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. Is that really all you had to say? Nothing about the sword. Or the fact that you can, like, do a quick spin and such. Did the game teach you that? These signs didn't really do anything about that. You can do that basically any 3D Zelda game. I want to say any, but like there might be a few that you, one or two that you can't. You just spin the joystick and press the button. It's much more convenient than holding it. Well, anyways, we just needed 40 rupees to buy the shield, so let's go ahead and do that. You got the Deku Shield. Yay! Press R to crouch and defend. If you're pressing R while Z targeting, you can move while defending. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield. What's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? And on we go. I am playing a master... Oh, there you are. I was about to say, where are the enemies? They just popped in. Not sure why that happened. We have a new item. I guess I'll equip it. I do need it for some parts of the dungeon. I'll put it on that. How did I take no damage? Or is the heart's just not very obvious for how much health I have? Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to her words of wisdom. Sure, I'll do just that. I'm sure she'll... I mean, I guess at times she can help. But not very often. Let's get some more sticks before I head in. Also, what is back here? There's a gossip stone. Yeah. Current time is noon. Whatever that means. Didn't I just kill you, or you were another one? Do you just infinitely respawn? Maybe I walked far enough away for it to do that. I don't know. Oh yeah, they definitely do respawn. Okay, that's good to know, actually. That's convenient. I don't know if I can get behind the Deku Tree at this time. Or if there's anything back there. I can't remember.